Well, I do not know. Oh my. Oh, never mind. It is dead. When the battery does this, you see that? It's not turning the video off. That's because the battery's not like completely dead, but it's getting there. Well, anyway. See, that's the bad thing about having these little remote things. I never remember to turn this button off. Oh, now it looks like it's working. No, it's not. Anyway, so I'm sure that some of you can relate to me here. I gotta fix this light. I think you can relate to me if you guys are prone during spring, at least if it's spring where you're at in the world. It is where I'm at, or it's getting there. It's not spring yet, but if you're prone to get allergies, you probably are picking up what I'm about to put down here. Yeah. I have been having this gnawing little nagging headache. Actually, let me do this. For a little while now, and it's starting to get bothersome. Yeah, but it's like runny nose, watery eyes, and this gnawing little headache that's just in the back of my head, and I know that it's from the seasons changing and it going from being like hot to cold to all this, and then pollen. But anyway, all right, that being said, let's do a message for Cancer. This is the second message that I've done for you guys. I don't know. I'm debating on if I'm going to make the other one public. I mean, I may still put it on members, but I felt like I got a whole lot of different messages for people watching me for Cancer. Like a lot. I got it from every angle. I was getting all kinds of different messages. It's so far, I've gotten the most messages for you. It's interesting. Well, isn't there something going on with like Aries and Cancer right now and Pisces, like our planets? So maybe that's something to it, but I'm going to read this one now. And I just sat down and wrote this one. The other one I wrote last night. But we're going to read this one, and when we reach a stopping point, we'll finish the rest over on members. And then I'll decide over there if I'm going to post the other one. But if I do, I'll probably post it over there. Because it's a completely different message than what this one is. Though it doesn't mean they're not related. I think they could be related, but they would be from different vantage points, like different people's perspectives. So anyway, in this one, remember, you can absolutely reverse this if you need to. Some of you, this is how you feel about another. Some of you, this isn't going to resonate at all necessarily on a personal level, but it could be for somebody connected to you, how somebody's feeling about them or how they're feeling about another. But in this one, as far as it goes with you, I think that someone here has a great deal of compassion for you, maybe even respect for you. Because of who you are as a person and who you've been in their life, who you've been to them. I want to say you've been like a really good example, a good support, something like that. An example comes to mind here, and I did not write example down, and I also didn't write respect down. But as I'm talking, I'm getting respect and example. Is there something here to do with R or a T? Anybody's name with R or T? I'm also hearing RC Cola. Wow. I don't know if I've ever picked up on RC Cola. Or maybe somebody like off-brand Coca-Colas are 2 liters. What is that about? I don't know, but okay, that's for somebody. Maybe the initials R or T are significant here. It doesn't have to be. I'm seeing something about that. Unless it's something to do with the right. Maybe they're right instead of left, whatever that means. Are they right? They're right-handed, but I think this is more like their beliefs. They're the right path instead of the left. I don't know. It's something to do with right or RT or RC. I don't know why I see RC. RC Cola. Cola. Coca-Cola. Okay. All right. Maybe it's something to do with a Coke machine or vending. That is so freaking random. So random. Okay, let's keep going. So as I was saying, this is someone who sees you as a very special individual and someone who deserves to be treated with the same love and understanding that you have given to others, especially to them. It's almost like a whole entire message for honoring you, really, which is super nice. And sometimes that's nice, you know, to be, I guess, acknowledged. Yeah. Just not that you even need it, Cancer Crosswatcher, but it probably feels nice, or it will, to know that You do mean a lot to somebody. Okay. They may even feel that you are a healer in your own right. That you have this way about you that reaches down into the coldest corners of people's lives and warms them up with your light. I like that. I like that. I smiled when I wrote that. You may have even really been there for whoever this is, whether directly or indirectly. So whether you have knowingly and directly been there for a person through some sort of time in their life, or indirectly and you have no clue, that still doesn't change the fact that for whoever this is, you've been there for them. And even in some of the most trying times, and they truly feel blessed to have had you there during these times. This person sees you as a blessing, maybe even their healer, their light. Could be a connection to Virgo here, because Virgo is always carrying the light. You bring so much excitement and even adventure into their life because you introduce them to other sides of themselves, other aspects of themselves that without you, they may not even have known existed, according to them. That's what they're saying. Like, I don't know, I guess I'll throw this out here. Let's say you're very, like you're into herbs or natural healing or, meditation and visualization, which I think is I totally believe in that too. I believe in everything. But, it's so beautiful because, like, let's say this is the type of person who really wasn't into anything like that. I get like that, quote unquote. But now they are, or they're at least interested in it or something. I don't know. It's something about all the things that you know about and you almost feel like old to this person. Like, that's an awful way to put it, but is it though? I mean it in the best of ways. It's like positive here. I get that this person feels that you have an old soul. I mean, you could be the same damn age, but you don't have to be. You could be younger. And they feel like you are this old soul, like something about you. Maybe even very mothering too, or very fathering. It's less parental and more guidance, like a star. It's like look to the stars. I'm here, look to the stars, Merlin, look to the stars. It's like that. Like you're this light, which would also signify fire. Some of you got this person to like almost get back up again. I'm hearing, wow, watch me now. Work, working now, baby. Wow. Okay, yeah, like you got, yes, think Dirty Dancing. Like, how he kind of like taught her a whole new world that she wasn't familiar of, He kind of got her out of her little bubble. That's it. It's like you've gotten somebody out of some sort of bubble, whether it's like how they were living their life and believing and whatever, or maybe this funk they were in. And nobody else could do that the way you did it, or nobody else did it, period. But you did it. And maybe it took a long ass time for it to sink in. I don't know. It's like teaching someone to dance. They don't learn it like that. I mean, think of Baby in Dirty Dancing. She didn't learn, to do all that spaghetti arms and all that up front. It took her a while. He got frustrated with her ass because it took her a minute, So it's like you introduce them to something, maybe even in themselves that they didn't know was there, or just how love could really be, what love really does, I don't know. Now listen, you can be there for somebody too and not agree with what they're doing. And that's another thing. That's another way that love can trick people, can make people think, well, these are the people that really love me or whatever, because they enable my behavior. Something about navel, the navel force, or the belly button, I don't know. Anyway, the stomach area. Sometimes people can enable our behavior because they don't, and we think it's love because they're not telling us what to do or whatever. I don't think you told this person what to do. I think you led by example, and they didn't see it up front, but now they see it and they look to you as a good example. You may have even encouraged this person to get better in some way. Yeah. Or to believe again in some way. So where was I at? I'm getting off on a tangent here. They feel like you have an old soul. That's what I was saying. So they see you as their blessing. You bring so much excitement and even adventure into their life because you have introduced, again, them to another aspect of themselves, or several, that other, like without you, they wouldn't have known. So that just makes you that much more lovely to be in the presence of. Some of you, this is a person that's around you often. Some of you, it's a person that hasn't been around you in quite some time. Some of you, it's a person who's been around you, but it wasn't for a long period of time. Maybe it's even been a while since then. Some of you, it's a person where it's like you're around each other, then you're not, then you're around each other, then you're not. It's going to be different for everybody, but I really can't get over the feeling that they're actually coming through something very difficult. And I want to say they're coming through it. Like, it's already something that's already happened. It's water under the bridge. It's already past them. It's behind them now. But that doesn't mean it still doesn't affect them. It doesn't mean that it's still not, you know, there's not still scars from it all and so many things, and that there's still things that they have to deal with, you know. But for the most part, they're coming through it. And it is difficult. It's not easy, but it's like you're right there to give them just what they need to carry on. Even if it's advice, it could be a smile. You know how much smiles change people's day? Most people don't smile to each other now. And you know, for good reason, I would say. It's not like everybody's just walking around with a stick up their ass. I mean, most people don't want to smile at people these days because you don't know. People will take it the wrong way. People will take it the wrong way, or people will think, oh, it's an open invitation to like do something heinous. You know, you never know. You just got to be careful who you smile at these days. It's like, oh, you know, it's just not. So, but a smile does change people's days, or, you know, just asking like, hey, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're good. You know, and sometimes it can't even be anything directly. It can be indirectly, where it's just how we lead our own lives can really lift up others around us, even if we don't know. And I even give that example here, which I do want to cover again. I've talked about this example before, but it is popping up again, and it's popping up for you. I don't remember who I first got it for, but let's talk about it here. This timer's about to go off. So, several videos ago, I mentioned an author as an example. So imagine someone who writes a book, unless some of you are writing a book, or maybe you're really into reading books or something like that. This person should write a book, vice versa, or did. They have no clue who all will purchase this book from all over the world and how many individual lives it will change or affect. You're going to hear this timer in a second. So imagine, again, the author written a book. They have no clue who's going to buy this book all over the world and how many people it will affect and in what way it will affect them. Then one day, someone in a very dark place with seemingly no way to get out, no true love and support, really contemplating the unthinkable perhaps, comes across this book of the author's. And upon opening this book and allowing the pages to speak to them as they are meant to in their own personal way, gives this person a newfound hope to keep going, to keep living, to keep believing. Therefore, the author has just completely saved a person's life and has no clue about it, or just changed a person's life and perspective and has no clue about it. You change your perspective, you can change your life. You really can. I'm learning that. Yeah. So, you may think that your existence on this planet is just, oh, I'm just here, but I don't think you understand. Like, you've actually really affected somebody in a major way, in a profound way. You might have even saved somebody's life. You could be getting them through a really dark time. You could be it's just whatever it is. I mean, maybe it's nothing even really bad. It's just like, it's like when the student's ready, the master will appear, or something like that, you know? Is that how it goes? We talked about that not long ago too. So this is what you've done for someone, who you've been for someone, whoever this individual is. Again, some of you know them, some of you don't yet. I feel like yet should be said there. This person may be your actual partner right now, your sibling, your friend, your lover, your ex, your neighbor, somebody from school, stranger, coworker, family member, etc. It can be anyone. But we will leave this part here and take the rest on over to members. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.